So, as you know, we have guests coming, and Sara and Stephen coming, and I hope that Sara can need to get out of here before the time is up. Can fix the sewing machine. So let's get up and get the room ready for our bed and breakfast guests. And everything is laundered and all. So what's left is final dusting and ironing the bed linen. And that's what I'm going to do now.
We're doing drunken sewing machine restoration. It's my favorite
That's the only way.
kind.
That's the only way to do it.
I'm most effective. I've already raised doubts as to whether this has even been in use because there's not even any lint. So either you've been cleaning regularly.
No.
No? Okay. Or I love this style of bobbin too. This is very mid-century. Come here, my friend. Come here, my friend. But I've never seen this style on an electronic one. So what's like the date of this? Is this 80s, 90s? Any idea?
I have no idea.
Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now this thing is, I don't know why your threader is, oh, there we go. That's a good start. So that's down, that's up. Figure it out as I go, increase, decrease.
Okay. I'm going to do a third row, Sara. Just, where are you? There. Just to make sure. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I adjusted your tension at half a notch.
You're way too
I'm
tense,
here
Patrick.
for you anytime.
I'm always tense. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So that means I can actually get not
cracking.
tomorrow because we are going to a huge brocante, which is fantastic.
I'm very excited.
Me too. And so Tony and Jane are going to be there.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
I think we're going to be at least 15 people eventually. Most probably around the beer and wine distribution center.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be brutally hot, which is, we feared it was supposed to be 40 or 103. So it's going to be really lovely.
Yeah.
And we have 3 items on a list that we want to find. So we're going to talk about that when we drive tomorrow, what we all want to find.
Okay.
How about
I'm
it?
on board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello and welcome to Journey to the Chateau. We are today in Hérisson. It's a huge, huge brocante. And with us are Sara and Stephen. Well, not right now. Tony and Jane. Jane's Tony's daughter, granddaughter, son-in-law. I mean, it's a whole big group of us. Richard and Eve from the Netherlands. So we're very international here. And now let's go see if we'll find something. Okay. Now look at that. Who have we here? Well, almost. We're going to catch up. We're going to surprise them. And there they are! Hi, sweetheart.
Uh-oh.
There's beautiful things. Look it. I want to be her when I grow up. Oh, come on.
Very nice.
Haute couture.
So, weekend was fantastic. It was great. It was wonderful to be with Sara and Stephen, Tony and Jane. And then, of course, there were Cherry and Paul. I officiated their wedding. And so it was a lot of fun. And the weather was beautiful. It was sunny, it was warm, but it was not scorching hot. And so we found these, which are just adorable. We decided we're not going to buy any more of these, but it's just, we couldn't pass them by. Right, so they came in a 3-pack, and this is going into our new bedroom. So, which we're calling Louis 15th because it is all in Louis 15 style, all but the fireplace mantle, which is original to 1750 or 60. Anyways, this is really, really cute. We bought a couple of more things, Stuart, didn't we?
We did.
So what is this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, oppa! So this is actually a 13th century French head reproduction. So of course this is not the original. The original is in a museum where it should be. It was discovered by an archaeologist in the early 1900s, and it's really quite astounding. Beautiful. I mean, look at that nose. It's great. I mean, well, part of the skull, of course, I mean, the back, the hair is missing, but this is really quite something. And this is from a dealer that we, a month ago, was at a brocante, and they also had this painting. So it was, let's just say the painting, a month ago, he wanted a lot of money for that painting. Well, a lot of for us. And it's a really good painting with the depth, the trees, it's beautiful, there's movement in it, it's great. And so we got the head and the painting for pretty much what he wanted a month ago just for the painting. So really good and love it. We have a painting that we bought at the same town brocante a year ago that is almost exactly the same size, so we can frame them and hang them as basically a pair. How fantastic is that? And I mean, Stuart, have anything to say as an artist?
It's beautifully painted. It's really, really nice. I will say we need to get some frames.
Now, it was great, and so we're dragging this around. Now I have to thank Sherry, because Sherry has some health issues, and so she is actually driving around in a scooter. So we bought this, and she was so kind to say, okay, I'm going to take this for you. So she drove it all around. We didn't have to carry it because that thing is heavy, just saying. Anyway, so when we were done, we had an ascent of, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles uphill, and it's steep, right? And there were a couple of dealers and booths on the right hand side, which we didn't go to earlier. And we did finally go, and we found something that is absolutely phenomenal. Let me show you. Now, it's not cleaned, I know that. This is an 18th century mirror, and we're not sure, it's almost like it came home, because these are 2 doves. And the word for dove in French is colombe. So our chateau, the Chateau de Colombe, is actually the chateau of the doves. And having this, I mean, honestly, this is so sweet and so adorable, because they're, I don't know, I wouldn't say they're kissing, but they're beak to beak. It is so amazing. And he asked a price that was like, no, can't do. And it was way after lunch. And I said, well, this is as much money as I have. And he said, oh, no, I can't do this. And I put the money away. And he looked at me and he said, okay, you can have it. It's amazing. And we are so thrilled with this, because it's the Cologne coming back to Cologne. How phenomenal is that? And we hope that this will, even if we are no longer here, that this will stay with this chateau. What do you think, Stuart?
Absolutely. Now we got to find a good place for it to go.
Now you're stressing me out again. But yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And having Sara and Stephen here, of course, was wonderful. And if you're interested in their channel, it's called Manor and Maker. And they're doing retreats, artists retreats, it's watercolor, it's all kinds of wonderful things. So check them out. It's Manor and Maker on YouTube. And do I have to go back to work, Stuart?
Yeah,
Okay. Anyways, it was a great weekend.
it was.
Well, hello from Cologne. And if you remember, we bought this incredible set of china, which is there. So, and a wonderful friend and patron, Donna, said, well, where are you going to put it? So I spent 3 hours today cleaning out parts of our china room where, of course, this should be. So let me get it in there now. And so it's cleaned out. There are a few things in there. We have now a dedicated space for tablecloth, for big platters, and this. So let's go. So we are in our china room. So yes, the chateau actually has a china room. How fantastic is that? And the more appropriate name for it should be the disaster room right now. Because when we moved in here, and it's over 4 years now, and it became the office for Stuart, where he is editing all his videos, because this is where the internet connection was. And mind you, we were still on, what's that called, Stuart? The
dial-up.
The dial-up.
We were.
I remember Stuart uploading our first vlog from here. How long did that take, Stuart?
Oh.
6 hours?
Yes, it was many hours to get it to.
And then you never know if the connection stayed.
Right, because then it get interrupted and then you have to start all over again. Yeah.
But so it was here, and so then things were put in here that just. So we have a bar here, our cookbooks, and sewing material, and candles, and technical equipment. None of this should be here. So now here's the plan. We're moving the office, because my desk is already upstairs, but Stuart is going to move everything upstairs to the office, so it's out of the way. And this big, beautiful room is then becoming actually a china room again. So in the old days, the kitchen is next door, so the food was cooked. It came in here and it was put on this sideboard and then went through that door behind Stuart, so that it was in one door and out the other. So it was like this whole circle of domestic servants would serve and remove dishes. Totally fantastic. We absolutely love it, but this room needs to be renovated. We always liked the wallpaper, and the longer we live with this, the less we actually like it. So clearly this needs to, because this is not 18th century. This is striped 19th, I don't know, 50s, 60s, no clue. But it was good enough for the last 4 years, but soon we will have to address this. And then we bought this huge set of Limoges Bernardaud china. And just 36 dinner plates. They were sitting on the dining table, and we had our birthday parties. Well, we had one birthday party, and we wanted to use it, but the dining room, but the dining table was kind of occupied. So one day Stuart was editing and said, okay, I had it, and I just started to empty out this 1/3 of this, cabinet. And by the way, that we already bought one cabinet that will go into the center. So we will have another 3rd layer of, or it's not a layer, Stuart, what is that called? It's like
Level.
Level, that's what he said. On top of it, to actually be able to store things that we don't use that often, but they're then up there and they will not be full of dust. So the first thing that I did was take everything out, and that was quite a bit of work. Now, what we have here now, this is tablecloth and big serving pieces, platters, and it's great to have. And the other thing is then, of course, now, this is where the china is. And it is so nice to have a couple of other things there, but this is all the Bernardeau Renan pattern. And we're really thrilled because in our chateau, the dining room is so impressive, and it's, you know, you can always have the option of either your china is the star or the dining room is the star. In our case, the dining room with the pale Wedgwood walls and the slaked lime, and then there is Delft and Meissen, and we have actually Ming plates that we still need to hang up. Right, Stuart?
That's right.
What takes you so long? I mean, come on. I'm kidding. But we have these beautiful china pieces that are on the wall. And so what we needed was a pattern that is very elegant, but also quite simple. And look at this. So pretty. And it's so delicate, I can actually see the light through it. It's bone china. It's amazing. So we're really thrilled. It's organized. So we're definitely huge progress. And Stuart, what do you think?
It is progress, yes.
I mean, it's really, really nice. And we're going to have a large table in here. So we can actually pull out things for our guest dinners. So we can organize beforehand. So then when we set the table, there are no more questions. You know exactly, okay, these are the plates. This is the silverware. This is the crystal. It all goes over. So we're set. So it's great. And having a designated office upstairs where it is much harder for me to just walk by, because it's easy for me to walk by here and go, hey, Stuart, and interrupt him when he's editing. So then I would have to go upstairs. I might ask him way less questions. Now, on that note, thank you so much for your support. We see you on Friday. Have a great week, and thank you for your support. Goodbye.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.